Welcome to the very first of the new series. This is Getting Started, and tonight we're talking about getting started with your Forever account. We are going to do everything from giving you a quick little tour of a Forever account to showing you how to set up your profile and uploading. And once you're uploading, you're also going to have to know how to delete, because you may want to delete some of the things that you've uploaded. So we're going to talk about that tonight as well. So let's go ahead and get started. So like I said, the first thing I'm going to do is take you on a tour of a Forever account. I'm actually going to show you my Forever account and just show you a very brief little tour of how I use my account. And then we're going to log into an empty account so I can show you how to get started, how to set up your profile and get your account set up. It may look very similar to the account that you have if you haven't done anything yet with your Forever account. And then we're going to talk about uploading and all the different places that you can upload from. You know, the goal is to bring all of your photos together into one permanent, private, digital home of Forever. So we're going to show you how to upload from many different sources. And then we're going to spend a little time in the library tonight. I'm going to show you some of the organizational tools in the library that you can very easily use when you're uploading, and to go back and find some of those photos and memories that you've uploaded. Again, we're going to talk about the delete band. And then I'm going to show you how to get your mobile device set up. That's really important, because these days, most of us are taking all of our photos or videos on our mobile device. So it's going to be really important that you learn how to get the Forever mobile app on your device so that you can be sure all of those photos and videos remain safe. So we're going to look at that as well. All right, well, let's go ahead and start off with a quick tour of my personal Forever account. And here it is. We just switch my screen over so you could just get a good glimpse here. Now I'm going to show you how to log in a moment when I take you to the demo account here in just a few minutes. But I'm already logged into my Forever account. All I did was go to forever.com and then put my email address and password in, and I was able to access my entire library of photos. Everything from back in my ancestors' days, as you can see below here, from 1890s, all the way up to current. So my whole library is accessible, again, right from any web browser, and this is also accessible right through the mobile app on my mobile device, okay? So if you see this account here, you can see my name, a little information about myself here. This is my profile. As you can see right here, we're highlighted on the profile page of my Forever account. And I'll just scroll down here. You can see some of those albums that I've created. Now, the nice thing about Forever is you can organize however you choose. You can see I've got some of my albums listed by year. I like to look at it like that. It looks like a digital quilt, kind of, with all these beautiful photos kind of representing each year. So if I were to click on one of those albums, you can see there's 25 nested albums under 2014. You can also see this album is marked private. So this album is not available for my friends and family to see in Forever, not available for anyone in the public to see. It's a private album just for me. And I'm able to set my album privacy levels as those three different levels: private, available for my friends and family, or public. So I'm not sure why this one's marked private, but I show a lot of examples in my account, and oftentimes I don't go back and change it after I made an example. So 2014 is private here. So these are just some of the fun things that happened in our lives in 2014. And you don't have to organize by date. You can organize by event or however you'd like to. But sometimes I choose to organize by year just because I really like to kind of see how that's laid out for me. So I'm going to click on this special night out with my daughter, Anna Faith. This is one of my 4 children. We had a fun night out back in 2014 down at the Forever corporate office. So if as you see, I've got this titled with the date and then what we did. It's got a little information here, the album description. And now if I click on a photo, that takes me into what we call the Lightbox. And I can just flip through all the photos here in the Lightbox, and take a note on the right-hand side that the file name and the description may change as I'm flipping through, because I was able to record the story along with the image. Now the file name will stay the same because I kept all those the same, and I did that very easily by bulk. but the descriptions changed based upon what was going on in the photo. And you can add descriptions if you want, or you don't have to add descriptions. You can add them individually, as I did here, or you can add them by bulk. But isn't this beautiful? I would just tell you, this is right outside the corporate office of Forever, right downtown Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. We love our PVG building, and the ice skating rink is actually going up right now. I was at the office yesterday, and they're putting the ice skating rink up. So as you can see, Forever is a really great way to record your memories and to share a story. And another neat thing is I could share this album with anyone I'd like simply by copying this link and emailing it, or clicking on email, or posting to Facebook. So there's some great sharing abilities as well with Forever. Okay, so we were on the albums page there when I clicked on an album. And now I want to just take you quickly to the tags page. Tags are a way that you find photos. I'm going to search for a tag. So let's just put in Anna to search for my daughter, Anna Faith. We were just looking at her. Let's take a look. These are all the tags I have for her so that I can go back and find her photos later. And I can do things like my favorite photos of Anna Faith through the years. So I've got 356 of them. So you can see here I'm able to scroll through and see all of those precious memories that I have of Anna Faith. Or I might say, well, show me all of, let me do this again, Anna Faith's artwork. And I could click on her artwork, and I'd be able to see all of her artwork. And again, when I click on that in the light box, I'm able to read the information to remember where she was and when it was that she made her self-portrait. Second grade, 2015. Okay, so that's how the tags page works. Now, once I upload my photos and maybe I create some albums and add some tags, use them as organizational features, which, again, this is a tour tonight, so I'm not going to be teaching you how to create albums tonight. I'm not going to teach you how to create tags. We're going to save that for next week, okay? So just right now, I want you to relax and just recognize that we're just taking a little tour, and I'm just showing you around some things that you can do in your Forever account. And then we're going to get started with the hands-on in a moment. So the next thing that's really fun is creating print projects. And week number 3 this month, you're going to hear from Roxanne Buckles, who's a vice president here at Forever. She's also the one that's created many of the templates in the digital art along with her team in creating these print projects. So now in Forever, you can create calendars, you can create photo books, you can create canvases and cards. And she's going to show you that as well, like I said, on the 3rd night. But as you can see here, I'm working on a photo book for a friend, and I need to hurry up and get this finished because her birthday's coming up, and this is a gift for her. So you can see how fun and easy it is to pop in photos and add some text. And that happens all in print projects. And if you haven't made your Christmas cards yet, it's a great way to make your Christmas cards and take advantage of the Black Friday sales that are going on. All right, friends and family. So this is where you go to share photos and view other people's photos. So Elizabeth Helsel is on with me tonight and our customer support team. I'm going to go to her Forever account. You can see here that I'm able to see any of the albums that she's marked friends and family or public. And once I see the albums, I'm going to scroll and see this one because this is our daughter. These are both of our daughters together. I'm going to click here, and you can see that I now have access to these photos. So if I click on this photo, not only can I read the information about what was happening with our fun and silly girls back then, but I can also copy any of these photos to my library. So by this button at the top, I'm going to copy that to my library, and now I have that photo for myself. I could also download that photo should I choose. Okay, so back to the profile page, and that's pretty much where we're going to leave off tonight as far as the tour. Now, there's more information coming, but I just wanted to keep it very simple and give you a nice overview of how I'm using my Forever account. Okay, so the next thing that we're going to do is log out of this account. So I'm going to click on my profile, little bar comes down, and I'm going to scroll down and click sign out. And now we're back to the Forever website at forever.com, and I'm going to now log in to the demonstration account. This is going to be the Forever Basics account. and I'm going to put the correct password in. And there we go. Okay, so now we're in the Forever Basics demo account. So if you have not used your Forever account, this is what your Forever account is going to look like. Okay, so we simply went to forever.com, we put in our email address, we added our password, and now we're in our account. So if I click to the right on the profile image here, well, there's no image right now, you can see that I'm able to take a look at the different things in my account. So as you can see, this little 25 here, I joined the Forever Club in this account with $25, and I'll explain that to you later. I just want to let you know why that 25 is there, but I'll explain that here in a little bit. But as you can see here, if we look down, we've got account settings. That's basically different things that you might need to do within your account. We're not going to spend time on account settings tonight, but most of that is pretty self-explanatory. Order history for anything that you've ordered. So in my order history would be my club purchase. So I've got $25 in my club. And I will just tell you, with the Forever Club, that basically means I have $25 setting aside each month, and I can utilize that money whenever I make a purchase. And some of the benefits of being in Forever Club are the fact that I get more discounts and specials. Right now we launched Forever Calendars, so club members get the first 4 days of launching calendars to create calendars before it's released to everyone else. So Forever Club members right now are able to make calendars. It also allows you to do some other special things, like being on a special club call each month with Glenn Meekum, who's our founder and CEO. And over a period of time, you will earn free storage. So for the $25 level each month, after 3 months, I will earn a ½ gigabyte of storage. And I can tell you, my own personal account, I'm at $100 a month, and I earn 2 gigabytes of free storage every 3 months, which is really nice. Okay. So anyways, going on down the list here, there's some additional items that you can learn about as you grow in using Forever. Refer a friend, we'll talk about that another time, but that's a great way to share Forever with other people. And then these are the basic pages within your Forever account that you'll be using to organize and save your photos. So I'm going to click on Library, and that's really where we're going to spend the majority of our time tonight. So let's just focus on the library. We're going to keep it really simple tonight, and we're going to talk about uploading, getting started, and uploading. So before we do that, I'm going to shift back over to the PowerPoint here and talk about uploading. Where are we going to upload these photos and videos from? I want you to think through where your photos and videos are living right now. If you are like the rest of us, you probably have photos strewn in lots of different places around your house. If you did a hunt and a search, you probably would find maybe even several computers in your home that have photos on them, hard drives, flash drives or jump drives, SD cards or camera cards, CDs, DVDs. You may have them in boxes in the attic. You may have them in file cabinets, in the desk drawer, in your bedroom maybe. These are just places that we have photos. And, you know, I oftentimes tell people not to feel too badly about it because we've never had one place to keep all of these things together. So while you may feel you're very disorganized, well, most people are until they start uploading everything into their Forever account, because it's only now that you have a permanent, private, and safe place to keep all of these things. Okay, so in your homework, when we talk about this at the end, I'm going to ask you to bring all of these things together so you can get them uploaded into Forever, and I'm going to show you how to do that. I'm also going to show you how to upload from Facebook. So we have a lot of photos that are living in Facebook land that are great photos. Unfortunately, they're very small because once you upload to Facebook, they're reduced to a facsimile size. They're not really able to do anything with them, but you can enjoy them digitally and looking at them in your Forever account. So I'm going to show you how to grab those very easily. Also, you may have photos on multiple devices. Maybe, you know, everyone in your family has a phone. You have photos on all of those phones that you would like to get. Maybe you've got a drawer of old phones that have photos on them. And you start thinking through where these photos might lie. we're going to talk about the mobile device to get the photos from those devices. I'm sorry, the mobile app to get those photos and videos from those devices into your Forever account. And then you also might have photos living in cloud-based storage sites. Now, that would be like maybe Google Photos or maybe Shutterfly or Amazon. And if you're not familiar, we talk around here a lot about the terms of service from those cloud-based sites. So if you have your photos in those cloud-based sites, recognize that you do not own the digital rights to your photos anymore. They own the digital rights to your photos. They have the right to do anything with your photos. Even though it's free storage, that's how they make money off of you, by analyzing your photos and selling that information to third parties. Also, they make it very difficult for you to get your photos back. So it's not an easy download. If you're downloading from another storage site, you're going to need to be sure you're getting the full resolution file upon download. And also, if you read their terms of service, there's no promise your photos will be there tomorrow. So I would encourage you to quickly try to get those out of those sites as well. I will tell you that I have attached several handouts tonight in the go-to meeting, and I don't necessarily want you to stop what we're doing now, but before the night's over, when we're doing the question and answers, I'll remind you again. But there is a handout that's called Downloading from Other Cloud Services. And in that handout, it'll give you specific instructions for all the different places to learn how to get your photos out of those different sites, because it's not easy and they don't want you to get your photos out of their site. So it's definitely a process. Okay, so now let's go ahead and take a look at uploading. Okay, so we've talked about where we're going to go to upload, and now I'm going to show you exactly how to do that upload. So it's very easy. You're in the library. We try to keep things real simple around here, and you simply go to the green upload button. Okay, when you click the green upload button, it's going to take you to a screen that looks like this, and you are able to choose files from your computer. Now, keep in mind, if you're questioning what types of files you can bring into your Forever account, you can bring in photos and documents, and here's a listing of the file types: JPEG, PNG, TIFF, GIF, and PDF. And then the WebP, I'm not going to read them all, but you could come down here, and then which videos you can bring into your Forever account. Okay, now videos must be under 4 gigabytes in size. If you've got videos longer than that, we'll help you to divide those up into smaller files, but 4 gigabytes, from what I understand, is the same as a motion picture movie. So you know, don't worry. We're pretty sure you can bring in your family videos into your Forever account without any problem. But you do have to make sure you're in the right file format. Okay, now before we actually do an upload, I want you to take a look on the right-hand side. As you can see, there's a couple of things. One is managing uploads and preventing duplicates. This is up to you. If you'd like to have the duplicate finder turned on, that means that you will not be able to bring in any photos that are exactly the same, an exact duplicate. Now, keep in mind, if you take a photo of something and you click the button 3 times, those are not duplicates. Those are 3 different photos, okay? Also, if you take one photo and then you go and you edit that photo, it's then a new photo. So those are not duplicates. So only preventing true duplicates that are exact matches, and only one of them would come in, and the dedupe would stop the other one from coming in, okay? So that's one thing. The other thing is, I'm going to show you this as an example, but there's the premium video plan. So with premium video, you're able to upload your video into your Forever account, and you're able to store that video in your account permanently, along with your photos and the documents. And it's safe in your Forever account. And if you want to watch that, you can download it and watch it at any time. However, if you activate the premium video plan, you'll be able to watch that video right from your Forever account. And you'll be able to just stream it right there in high HD quality and play it at any time. Also, if you share that video with someone else, they'll be able to play it right from the way you share it and from the Forever account as well. So I actually have a handout on the premium video plan, so you can read a little more about that under handouts. Again, I'll remind you during the question and answers to download that. So let's go ahead and choose files from our computer. And I'm just going to click that green button. And opening up will be my all of these different places that I can go on my computer. So if I had plugged in a hard drive or a thumb drive, that would come up here. And then I would click there to get the photos. But I am going to right now, in fact, it's already coming up on my photos to upload folder. I'm just going to show you how I'm going to navigate there. So if I'm on my desktop, here's all the folders on my desktop. So I'm going to click photos to upload. I created a folder here. And as you can see, I've got lots of images here I want to bring into my Forever account. So if I just highlight all of them like that, and then I hit open, all of those images will come into my Forever account. Okay, why? Still going, I guess. I'm not sure why it only grabbed 5 of those, but maybe it's just moving a little too quickly. Okay, so then, now let's say, I'm not going to go back and try to get those. I just want to move on to, let's say I have some old family heritage photos. So these are some photos of my family. I've got those. Let's say those are on a hard drive somewhere. So this is just an example. Perhaps I went to the hard drive, clicked on that folder, and now I'm going to select all of these photos. And then I'm going to click open. And now all of those photos will come right into my Forever account. And you can see these were already previously organized and named. So you can see that all of the names of these photos came in as well. So if I click on this photo, you can see that the file name of the photo came in with that photo. And you can see grandfather's summer job, and then you can see Elise Beck, whose these were named because they were named previously. Now, I will show you next week, we're going to talk about changing the file names. We're going to talk about changing the date taken because clearly these photos were scanned. And so I'm going to show you how easy it's going to be to, by bulk, change the date taken to the date that I believe these photos were taken. Okay, so now, if we go to our library, you can see we have a variety of things in our library. And right now it's sorted by date taken. So that's why they're kind of mixed up here because it's saying that these photos, they probably were scanned in 2013, and that's why they're appearing as date taken in 2013. Clearly they weren't, but that's when they were scanned. And then we have 2016, 18, and then 2018. So that's how this library is ordering. So we're ordering by date taken newest first. Now, I could, if I want to say, show me by upload date, and it's not going to really change too much here because we just did this together here. And they all came in on the same date, November 1st, 2018. But you can see, if you're working in your own Forever library, this is going to be a really neat way for you to be able to see photos by when you uploaded them or the date that they were taken. Okay, so the next thing I want to show you is the search tool in the library. And again, as you get more photos in here, it's going to work much better. But search, you can search by tag, file name, or description. So I think that one photo was called Walter. So I'm going to just put Walter in, and if there's a name, a file name, or a description with Walter in it, that's going to come up. So these are all the photos that come up having to do with Walter. That's really a fantastic and amazingly powerful organizational tool in order to be able to find photos in your library. In addition to that, we have filter by. So this is where you're able to say, well, show me what photos we're taking in 2014. Now, clearly, I just uploaded into this account, so I'm not going to have anything in 2014, but I think there was one in 2016. And yes, there sure was. So if I click 2016, in general, I didn't click the month. I certainly can choose the month if I'd like. Then I come up with this photo from New York City that was taken in 2016. As you can see, the date taken obviously is different from the date uploaded. And that was a fun trip to New York City. Okay, so Let me go back to the library so you can see all of those photos. And I want to show the show tool. The show tool is a really great way. Well, actually, the show tool I get into a little bit more when we teach organization next week. So I'm not going to go into the show tool this week. That is one that we talk about next week. So the last thing I want to do here in the library is show you how to set up your profile picture. And I'm going to do that with one of these photos that we have here. And I'm just going to simply go to the profile page. And while I am here, okay, so it looks like some of those photos that came in were associated to albums from my Forever account. So I don't mean to confuse you, but typically these albums wouldn't be there. What I did when I brought those photos in is I downloaded them from my Forever account, put them on a folder, and brought them back in. So it's showing us the albums that were associated with those photos, but don't mind that. Okay. So if we want to change our name and bio, I can do that right here. So I'm going to keep it Forever Basic, and I'm going to say this account is a good example of best ways to use Forever. All right. So that is going to be my description, and then I'd like to add a profile picture. So now I can select whichever ones of these photos I'd like to use for my profile. I'll use this one because it's the only one of me. And that can be my profile picture. I can always change it simply by highlighting over that. And now we're going to go back to the library. And I said a couple more things I wanted to show you while we are here. So I'm going to click the upload button again. And I am going to go show you how to upload a video. I'm going to choose from my computer. I'm going to go back to desktop, photos to upload, because this is, I know where my photos are. And then here's a video that I have. This is just a simple video that I took on my phone. It's a short video. In fact, I did trim it a little bit on my phone. But I'm going to upload that one. And then I'm going to show it to you. While that's uploading, I want you to take a look at this Facebook sync over here, and I'm going to explain that to you. So Facebook Sync, like I said, you can import photos from Facebook. If you click Facebook Sync, that means any photos in Facebook that you upload or are tagged in will automatically come into your Forever account whenever you're tagged or whenever you upload there. Now, recognize you don't want that to be your only source of your photos, because those are very, very small facsimile sized photos that you can't do anything with. So if you have your full resolution photos on your phone or somewhere else, those are the ones that are going to be important to keep in your Forever account. The Facebook photos are just kind of fun and nice to have, and they're going to be ones, really the neat thing is getting the ones that other people upload of you. Now the Facebook backup, if you click backup, that's everything that you have in Facebook going backwards. So anything from years previous will come in, and Facebook Sync is anything in the future. And that's how that Facebook works. Okay, we're going to talk about the mobile app in just a moment. But first, I want to show you this video. In order to find the video, I'm going to go to upload date, newest first, and it should, here it is. So I'm going to click on the video. And because I've got the video plan here in my Forever account, I can play it in my Forever account. If I didn't, you wouldn't be able to play it here. So I'll show you. It's kind of a cute little video of my son. That was the marker flip. Used to be into that kind of thing. All right. So let's take a look back at our PowerPoint here. We went through the library. I do want to mention that that's where you can find all of your files, whether they're your photos, your documents, or your videos. Everything can always be found in the library. No matter where else it is in your Forever account, you always can find it in your library. We looked at the order by, the search. We looked a little bit at the show, but we're going to come back to that. And we looked at the filter, the year. We didn't talk about the delete bin, but I do want to go back and show you the delete bin before we go any further. So when you're uploading to your Forever account, especially from the mobile app, you're going to find that there are going to be photos you want to delete because we're constantly, especially on our phone, taking pictures that we don't necessarily need, or we're taking multiple photos of the same thing. And it's going to be important that you learn how to delete in order to stay organized in your Forever account. So I wanted to be sure that we covered that tonight. So if anything between now and next week, if you just start uploading and deleting, you're going to be in a good place, okay? So let me just show you how to delete. I simply could click the top right-hand corner of the photo. I want to show you again. So highlight over that and click. It turns green. I can just go through and click any of the ones I want to take an action with. If I want to take an action with a set of them that are in a row, I click the first one, go to the last one, hold the shift key down and click again, and that's going to give me the whole row. And I can even do more than a row, as many as you want, from the beginning of where you click to the end by holding the shift key. So now that I've highlighted these, I'm able to take action. As you can see across the top, the action bar has appeared, and there is something called delete. And if I just click delete, it's going to ask me, are you sure you want to remove 9 files from all locations? That means it's going to remove it from the library, from any albums or any tags or any print projects that I have this photo in. So I'm going to say yes. I'm going to move that to delete bin. Now I'm going to show you the delete bin, because what if I accidentally deleted something? Well, that's okay. I can always go back and get it for the next 60 days. So when I click on my profile, I'm going to click on delete bin. So I just want to show you in case you missed that. I'm at the top right hand of my screen. I'm going to click my profile and scroll down to delete bin. Click delete bin, and here are my images. 9 files will remain here for 60 days, and then they will be permanently deleted. I can go ahead and empty the trash now if I know I'm finished, or if I decide, oh, you know what, I didn't mean to throw those in the trash, I'm going to restore those to the library, and they'll go back to the library. And there they are. All right. So that is delete bin. All right, Elizabeth, I'm going to pause for a moment before we get into the mobile apps. Are there any important questions I should answer, or should I continue on?
Shelley, go ahead. We've just had some basic questions come in that I've answered right within the question panel. So go ahead and continue with the presentation, and then I'll touch back at the end. Thank you.
Yep, okay, that sounds great. Okay, so now we're going to talk about the mobile app. I think it's very important for you to get the Forever mobile app on your mobile devices. A couple reasons. One is if you've got that set up so that it automatically, your photos are going to go right into your Forever account, your photos are safe. So if anything happens to your phone, you drop it, you lose it, you break it, your photos will remain safe in your Forever account. Also, it's time to stop paying any additional fees that you're paying for iCloud to store more photos on your phone, because you're not going to need that. Once your photos are safe in your Forever account, you can delete them off your phone and off your camera roll, because you can access them right from your mobile device, right in your Forever app instead of on the camera roll. And it makes it so easy to find photos, because I know how often, if I'm looking for a photo on my camera roll and I'm scrolling back for so long, so in your Forever app, it's so easy to find things. And I'm just going to give you a quick example. I keep a lot of my documents in my Forever account. So whenever I need my insurance card, I go to the kid's doctor's office. I just go to my insurance card tag in my Forever mobile app, and there's my insurance card for my kids. People are always amazed by that. So anyways, it is much easier to find photos in your Forever app than it is to scroll back on your camera roll. Okay, so the Forever mobile apps are free and available to you. We have one for the iOS, the iPhone and iPad, and we also have one for Android. Our Forever apps sync in real time to the web application, so your account is always current. That just means that if you're on forever.com, like I just showed you on the computer, and you're doing some organizing in there, or you're deleting photos or adding photos, creating an album, it's going to be exactly the same in real time with what's going on in your app. Also, there are backup and auto sync options available for mobile devices. This works very similarly to how I described the Facebook sync. So backup for your mobile devices, if you choose to back it up, that means that it's everything from today going backwards. It's going to be backed up onto your Forever account. If you choose auto sync, that means everything that happens, any photo that you take going today forward is going to upload into your Forever account. Let's take a look. So the first thing that's going to happen when you log in is you are going to click on the little 3 buttons here and sign in. So it's going to take you through the process and sign in with you. And then it's going to review app settings with you. And we're going to go over these 4 app settings together. But this is what your Forever account would look like. This is when you click on the 3 buttons, your panel is pulled out, and these are the different features that you have in your account. So when you set up your mobile device, it'll just say, we'd like to review some app settings with you, and you click the green, let's review. And then it's going to say, do you want to back up your iPhone or your Android? These are screenshots of my iPhone, but it's very similar with the Android. And if you want to back up, again, it's everything on your mobile device from today backwards, okay? And then it's going to say, do you want to include video? So you have to decide if you want to include your video on this backup. That may be a lot. Maybe you don't want all of those videos in your Forever account. Maybe you do, but you get to make that decision. And then the next thing is, do you want to automatically add new photos? That's the auto sync. Anything from today forward that you're taking, every time you take a picture, it'll go in your Forever account. So you can decide if you want to include video on that as well. The next one is, do you want to use cellular data? So this is a really important one. If you have free cellular data, then I would say, yes, use cellular data. That's what I do. But if you pay for your cellular data or you have a limit, then I definitely would click the gray, no, only upload on Wi-Fi, which means that your photos that you take them in auto sync, as soon as you get into a Wi-Fi setting, those photos will begin uploading. But if you're not in Wi-Fi, they're not going to immediately upload. And then you can determine if you want to receive notifications. I love the notifications. It makes me know that my photos are safe and forever. Or it also would let you know if you don't have the auto sync on that you haven't uploaded in a while, and you should do so. And that is really great. If you don't use auto sync, you can really miss photos. I've done that before where I've missed like a whole month because I forgot to go back and bring in the photos. So I really love the auto sync for me. And then your review is complete. All right, so let's go over what your homework is for this week. Again, I showed you a lot tonight. I recognize that. I gave you a great tour of a Forever account. Try to keep it real simple, but really we're just focusing on set up your profile in your Forever account. Well, log in first, set up your Forever account, then add your profile picture. We did that. And then I want you to go ahead and download your mobile app, okay? Now, you can go to the App Store and search for Forever to find that, or I'm going to show you another way to do that real quickly. So here we are in my Forever account. If I go to All Products right here, so the white band here is the Forever website. So if I go to All Products, and then right here it says Sync Your Phone with the Mobile App. Click on that. And then you can go right here if you have an iPhone, and you can go right here if you have an Android phone. And that's probably the best way for you to get to the mobile app. Okay, then you determine if you want to back up or auto sync your mobile devices, go through all those steps that I just shared, and then begin uploading your photos and videos wherever they may be. Maybe it's on DVDs and CDs. If you even have a DVD and CD drive on your computer, I know some of the older computers do have those still, flash drives, hard drives, wherever your photos might live. Maybe they're in a lot of emails. Maybe you need to go back in emails and download photos and get them in your Forever account. Maybe they're on your computer, old computers. Maybe they're on the cloud storage sites, which we just talked about earlier. So, the other thing is maybe you have a lot of images that are printed or slides or VCR tapes or the high 8 tapes. Maybe a lot of your media is outdated. So I put a little bullet point down there. Hang on for week 4 of this series because we're going to talk about how you can have those things digitized in your Forever account as well. So we'll digitize them at Forever and put them into your Forever account, and that's magical and beautiful. But we talk about that on week 4. Okay, so that is your homework. Now, if you need help along the way, the first place to get help is from your ambassador. If you have an ambassador, she or he is the person that invited you to this call. Your ambassador is the person that helped you get started and will be there to help you each step of the way. So reach out to your ambassador. They're there to help you and to assist you. Our ambassadors at Forever are well trained to come alongside of you. You also can go to our help desk, which is the question mark, the top right hand of your Forever account. And I'm going to show you all this in a moment. You can watch Forever Basics. So I have done Forever Basics, I think, since May, and we've got lots and lots of segments you can watch based upon a question you may have. You're always welcome to email or call support. We have the best support team ever. We get rave reviews about our Forever support all the time, so you can call 888-FOREVER for some help from our great team. So let me just show you a couple of these things. So first of all, if you don't have an ambassador, but you would like an ambassador, you can click right here to find my ambassador and just simply type in your zip code, and then you'll find a listing of ambassadors, and you can determine which one you'd be interested in working with. Feel free to reach out to them and have a conversation with them and make a decision of who you would like to have be your photo assistant. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Top right hand of the screen, there's a question mark. Oh, and I do want to say about your ambassador, if you have an ambassador, the person inviting you to this call is your ambassador, be sure that you've got them set in your Forever account right here. So just type in their name here, and then click search, and then click on your ambassador, and then your ambassador is going to be connected right here. So her contact information will be there. So if you have any questions, you just click up here, and then send her an email or call her, and you'll just have her information at the tips of your fingers for you to use. Okay, the question mark, top right-hand corner, takes you to our help desk. When you're at our help desk, you can type in any question here, to look for anything. But I'm going to show you, as I scroll down, I need some water here, getting started. So if you click on getting started, you can see this is a new series of Forever Basics. So right now we're in Getting Started with Your Forever account. This is a recording of last week, but we'll update it with this week. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. And then over here are the Forever Basics videos. So if you had a question about something specific, you could come here and listen to a video to answer some of your specific questions. But hang tight, because we're going to talk next week about organizing in your Forever account.